Hello, I hope that you're doing well and thank you for choosing to watch this video. The usual advice towards loving yourself you would get is to take good care of your body, and I do agree with that we need to love our bodies and take care of the place we live in, because it is our temporary home. This is where our souls reside, and it's important that we love it and nourish it and make it last as long as possible. If you have a healthy body, well-rested body, well-hydrated body, a body that was fed with nutrients, this body will function better and will make you feel better. Taking good care of your body is the way to pay yourself some love. But this is a very basic thing that you can do for yourself. Thinking about the deeper meaning of self-love, the very first thing that I wanted to mention to you is to become aware or pay attention to the things that you are telling yourself. And this is very important. Very often we tell ourselves things that we would never accept from anybody else, even from our close friend. So the cruelty towards ourselves and unkindness and critique that we give ourselves, we would never accept from anybody else. So think about it when you are doing it to yourself. Just try to cultivate the awareness of the moment when you are delivering these messages to yourself. And think what kind of story you're telling to yourself. If you want to look deeper where your self-critique comes from, you can write down the statements that are critique about yourself, things that you have heard others say. You probably took it as your own belief, and this is a moment when you will have to be very honest and very open with yourself. So take a piece of paper and write down things that other people told you. There are a few things that are quite common, that you are not good enough, or you're not courageous enough, you will never achieve this, you are from a different background than people who are successful, you don't have many talents, or you are stupid, or you are unattractive, you're not beautiful, you're not smart, you're not funny, or deeper things like you're not thoughtful. Things that people tell us or things that we tell ourselves aren't true. It's impossible for it to be true, because everybody looks at you through their own life lens, through their own experience, through their own feelings and emotions. They might be jealous of you when they're staying. They might be living in regret that they cannot have the life that you have or possibilities that you have, and they often will put you down, sometimes knowingly and sometimes unknowingly. And then we pick up those beliefs and we apply it to ourselves, like a parrot. We really just repeat after others the mean things people say. We repeat it to ourselves on constant basis every single day. Ask yourself this question. It's a very important question to ask. How do I know it's true? And most of those things, and I would say 100% of those things, are not true, or you cannot know. So the best thing is to reprogram yourself and say good things about yourself. You definitely have lots of good qualities and a lot of lovable things about yourself. We all do. My advice here would be to try to develop the relationship with yourself, the type of relationship that you would like to be in with somebody else, with your partner, with your husband. Give yourself that love that you deserve. Don't crave it from anybody else. Try to be your own best self and tell good things about yourself. If needed be, stand in front of the mirror and repeat good things about yourself. Repeat it 10 times, 20 times until you believe it. And at the beginning you might really feel resistance. It might feel awkward to you. If you think about it, how many times you criticize yourself and Even simple things like criticizing your body, criticizing your hair, your nose, your ears, or your weight. If you think about it, when you meet other people, how often do you think of their nose or their weight or their imperfections? You don't really. Another thing that comes out of this is comparing yourself with others. So if you start comparing yourself with others, you are unlikely to love yourself, because we will always find someone who is better looking than us, who is smarter than us, who is better educated than us. Through comparing yourself with others, you will also judge yourself. You know, the main thing when we compare ourselves with others is we make ourselves believe that we are not as good as we can be. And through that, we develop anger, jealousy, depression, and we develop these patterns that are negative patterns in our career, in our relationships. And it's all because there is no self-love. You are not being kind to yourself, and you are not being kind to others. If you continue comparing yourself with others, you will cause the negativity into the relationships. So the one thing that you need to realize is that we are all very unique, and we all are where we need to be. If you think about anything in life, in any living organisms or planets or anything, really everything works in a very, very perfect order. So the way you are, that's how you are meant to be. So don't over criticize yourself or over compare yourself to others. Try to treat yourself the way you want to be treated. So very often we expect a good treatment from other people of us, thinking that we deserve respect and we want to be listened to and we want to be loved, we want attention and love, but we are not ready to give this to ourselves. Next time you're wondering why do you have all these negative thoughts and critique in your head, it's because you're not kind to yourself. So very often we want to be validated by others, we want to be heard. So try to listen to yourself and try to listen to your heart and things that you want to do and be authentic. And few last things that I wanted to mention is, first, take responsibility for yourself and trust yourself. Okay, so by trusting yourself, what do you do when you trust others? You believe that they will follow up on their words, and if they tell you that they love you, they will action it. And if there is no action, then the trust is broken. So make sure you cultivate their trust. Try to take responsibility for every thought that comes in your head, for every belief that you have. It is you who is responsible. You might have received those beliefs from others, but you are the one responsible to handle them. Don't trust other people's beliefs about you, because even if you aren't as successful as you would like to be, and even if you get successful, many people will not approve of you just because of their own inferiority and jealousy. And even good-willing people might, through comparison, be jealous of you and unwilling to recognize your success or be happy about you. You gotta know that you are the only person that can validate yourself. Very often we develop this codependency towards others. We need that pat on the back saying that you can do this, you are good enough, I believe in you. Remember that you're always at the place where you need to be, so trust and surrender. Accept yourself as you are, accept your own faults, and stop apologizing for that. And another little thing that I wanted to mention, try to work on your inner child. And very often people who lack self-love travels all the way back to childhood, when we did not receive all the love that we were craving. So there are many meditations on that. There are guided meditations, and most of them do tell you to close your eyes and try to remember the earliest childhood memory, or the memory where you felt alone as a child, and try to meet that child as an adult, meeting your child self, and ask them how they are feeling. Tell them you understand them. Tell them that everything will be okay, that they are loved. Tell them that you love them. Give them this amazing, beautiful hug, and make them reassured. And do it as many times as you need. And also, on another note, try to practice presence and living in the now, because all of the life's energy, the life is happening now. The energy is present. That's why when you are thinking about the past, you feel very heavy and drained, because there is no energy in the past. It's gone. The energy, the life is happening now. So I hope this video was not too long, and that it was useful for you and you will benefit from it. And thank you so much for all your kind messages on my previous videos. I'm sorry I was not able to reply to you, but I'm keeping you all in my heart and in my prayers. And take good care of yourself, and do let all of us know if you have any other self-care and self-love tips in the comments below. And I hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye bye for now.